Hi, I'm Kristin Omdahl and welcome back to my studio. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a mason jar cover. This adorable topper it starts with a 3D flower and it seamlessly joins to the topper portion and it ends up being made in one continuous piece. We add a ribbon and we're done. What a great way to do a last minute gift for any kind of homemade goodie that you make for the mason jar, or even if you put it on a store-bought jar of goodies. Either way, it's a beautiful handmade gift. This pattern is featured in my book, 80 Handmade Gifts, and you can also download the pattern on my website. All those links will be available in the video description. Let's get started. The Tanya Crochet Jar Topper is the pattern that we're going to be demonstrating today. Making decorations for containers filled with gifts is such a lovely sentiment. The 3D-dimensional flower is seamlessly joined to the jar topper. You're going to need one ball of Be So Tender yarn, which is my number 4 medium worsted weight yarn that's 100% organic cotton, and we'll also be using an H8 or 5mm crochet hook. You'll also need scissors, yarn needle, and 1/2 inch wide ribbon. There are charts for this project, starting with a chart for the 3-dimensional flower, and there is also a chart for the actual topper that covers the mason jar. We'll start with the yarn. We're going to tie the yarn to our crochet hook. You can use a slip knot, a square knot, whichever way you prefer to join yarn to a crochet hook, and we're going to start with a chain 5. Slip stitch to the 5th chain from your hook to join into a ring. Round 1 begins with a chain 3 and 4 trebles in the ring. Yarn over twice, insert your hook in the ring, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over twice, we'll do another treble crochet, yarn over twice, insert your hook in the ring, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We're going to do 2 more treble crochets in the ring. Chain 3 and slip stitch in the ring. And 1 petal is complete. And 1 repeat is complete. The repeat for this round is chain 3, 4 trebles, chain 3, and slip stitch in the ring. You want to repeat that for a total of 4 times. When you start filling up the ring, you just want to slide the petals over, slide all of the stitches over so that you can make room for more stitches. So we'll just keep pulling them over. 1 more petal to go. This is what the end of round 1 should look like. You should have 4 petals. We're now ready to begin round 2. Round 2 begins with a chain 1 and single crochet into that last slip stitch that we made in the last round. Chain 5. And now working behind the next petal, we're putting our chain 5 to the back of the petal, and we're going to single crochet into the next slip stitch. And notice how from the front of the work you can't see the chain 5, it is behind the petal. We're going to repeat this around. Chain 5, working behind the petal, single crochet in the next slip stitch. Now at the end of round 2, looking from the front of your work, you won't see round 2, you'll just see the petals from round 1, but when you look on the back side, you'll see we have 4 chain 5 spaces on the back side of the work. Round 3 begins with slip stitching into that first chain 5 space, chain 3, and we're going to work 6 treble crochets in that chain 5 space. Yarn over twice, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and we'll do a total of 6 in that same space. Chain 3 and slip stitch into the same chain 5 space. And that's what we're going to repeat in each chain 5 space around. We're going to slip stitch, chain 3, 6 treble crochets, chain 3, and slip stitch. So I'll show you one more. We're working now in the next chain 5 space. We'll work slip stitch, chain 3. We're working behind the petals in the chain 5 spaces, 6 treble crochets, chain 3, and slip stitch in same space. And we'll repeat that all the way around. Finished round 3, and we have 4 larger petals positioned behind the 4 front petals. So we're starting to get a 3-dimensional look to the flower, and we're now ready to begin round 4, which is to slip stitch in the space between the 2 petals, chain 5, and working behind the next petal, we will slip stitch into the space between the next 2 petals, and we'll repeat this all the way around. Very similar to what we did on round 2. Okay, round 4 is completely behind round 3. We have our 4 chain 5 spaces, and the flower portion is done, and now we're ready to begin the topper portion, what goes on top of the mason jar. So round 5 begins with slip stitching into the first chain 5 space, chain 3, and 4 double crochets in that same space. A double crochet is yarn over your hook, insert your hook in the space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We'll do that one more time. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We'll do that 2 more times. That chain 3 counted as our first double crochet, so we actually have a total of 5 double crochets in this chain 5 space, and you're going to work 5 double crochets in each chain 5 space around. At the end of the round, we'll slip stitch to the top of the chain 3 at the beginning of the round to join. Round 6 begins with a chain 3, which counts as a double crochet, and work a second double crochet in that same stitch. We're going to increase from 5 sticks. For every 5 stitches, we're going to have 6 now. So it's 2 double crochets in the first stitch, 1 double crochet each in each of the next 4 stitches. And we'll repeat that all the way around. So it was 2 in the first one and 1 in each of the next 4. So it's 2 in the next stitch, and 1 each in the next 4, and repeat that all the way around. We slip stitch to the top of the chain 3 at the beginning of the round to join. Row 7 begins with a chain 3 that counts as a double crochet, and double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, skip 1 stitch, and 1 double crochet each in the next 2 stitches. Our repeat that we're going to do all the way around is chain 1, skip 1 stitch, and 1 double crochet into each of the next 2. And repeat that all the way around. And slip stitch to the top of the chain 3 at the beginning of the round to join. Round 8 begins with a chain 3, counts as a double crochet in the next stitch, double crochet in the next chain 1 space, double crochet in each of the next 2 double crochets, and our repeat for this round is double crochet in the next chain 1 space and double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches, and repeat this all the way around. At the end of the round, slip stitch to the top of the chain 3 at the beginning of the round to join, and fasten off and weave in your loose ends. Remember we did those chain 1 spaces in the second to last round. That's the spaces that we're going to weave our ribbon in and out. And let me show you on the finished project. You can see here, that's where we had our chain 1 in between the 2 double crochets. So you're going to weave your ribbon in and out of that round to complete the topper. Isn't it adorable? Look at, you've got your 3-dimensional flower on top, and you can cinch it as tight or as loose as you need with the ribbon. You can do a matching color ribbon, or you could do a contrast color ribbon. It would be pretty either way, depending on which color of the yarn that you choose. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please leave them for me in the comments. If you want information on how to order the book, how to download the individual pattern, or information on the yarn or the crochet hooks we used today, all of those links are in the video description. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. And remember, the future of handmade is in our hands. See you in the next video.